To those who are longing for the Lord and hurting, it is normal for a believer to fall in a slide of depression for the sake of the Lord and missing Him and longing for Him. I mean, if you read throughout scriptures, especially in the book of Psalms, you will witness this. There came a time where all I wanted was to be with the Lord. All I wanted was to be close to Him, to sense His Spirit and His love towards me, for us to be together. That was a time where it was a weekend and I was off from work. And I was just laying in my bed and still had my PJs on, and I was just in a depression, aching and longing for Jesus, and just laying there, just staring at the wall in sadness because I just wanted to be with Him. I just wanted Him and nothing else in this world. And as I laid there, I heard the Lord say verbatim and audibly to me, moping. He said I was moping. And when I heard that, I was upset at Him because I knew He knew why. And I said to Him, of course, Lord, I am, because I miss You, because my heart is aching for You. I want to be with You. And then as I said that, I just started bawling my eyes out, crying, still missing Him and longing for Him and just wanting to be with Him. But what the Lord showed me, even though I felt that way in missing Him and longing for Him and aching for Him, not to spend my time in the situation that I put myself in, and that is lagging around the house, just doing nothing and just laying there. But what He wanted is for us to still be productive, though we long for Him, though we miss Him, though we are sad, sometimes we cry. He still has a job for us to do. And we do it with our whole hearts in reverence and love for Him. Because at times, if we allow ourselves to remain in such a state, we very well can open a door to the enemy. In this state of depression, in this state of moping, it can lead to things that we wouldn't want to happen with us. Some would be offended. Next thing you know, they wouldn't long for the Lord anymore. They would feel, just because they felt the absence of His presence, they would feel offended as if Jesus abandoned them, forsook them, no longer care for them. And in that offense, in that hurt, in that anger, they forsake Him. And it was never the case. Because like I said, I wasn't sensing His presence. I wasn't sensing His love. I don't know if I mentioned that. So I just laid in my bed, still having my PJs on. Didn't even get up. And it's still the morning. And the Lord was basically telling me, you need to still be productive. Though you yearn for me and you long for me and you miss me, I understand. So I wanted to make this video, especially in these last days. I know for a certainty a lot of believers are going through what I went through in that state. because we're living in the last days, because a lot of evil is increasing and the world is becoming more worse and worse. You will truly see that more believers are yearning more and more for the return of Christ. And he even mentioned to us in scriptures, you will desire the day of the Son of Man, but you will not find it. And that's true. We would desire, but we still must go on. A lot of things can help us through this fellowship with other brethren which share our faith truly, that we will be able to talk one to another about missing the Lord, about the things of the Lord, about the love of God, and we both have that same love. It's not false, it's not worldly, it's not of the flesh, it's not deceit, but it's true. We can always meditate on His Word in the secret place. And as we're meditating on His Word, we're thinking on Him, we're thinking on Christ, and that can always bring us joy as well. We can always sing and worship, where I begin to notice the longer you worship with a true depth heart, you begin to sense the Lord and Him drawing near unto you and feel His love. And it's just amazing. But I thought I'd put this video out, share with you all. Those who long for the Lord, don't allow yourself to be trapped in a state where the enemy can use it and backlash upon you, that it would open the door for something that you were not looking for to occur. Don't be offended at times when you don't sense His Spirit, when you want to sense His Spirit. Don't be offended when you don't sense His love, when you are seeking His love. But if you know Him, you admire Him, you worship Him, and you do His will, know that He is always with you, even though you don't sense Him. As many times these things have occurred unto me, where I wouldn't sense His Spirit, and then out of nowhere, I would hear His voice, and it would always align with His Word, and it would bring comfort. Y'all take care.